Hi all, in this video, we'll see about recording of periodontal case history, part 1, recording of gingival findings. You all will be familiar with this table by now. This is the format of recording the gingival findings. Before learning how to record the findings, let's take a look at the parts of gingiva. This is very important as the findings are going to vary from part to part. The gingiva is anatomically divided into 3 parts. The marginal gingiva, attached gingiva and the interdental papilla. Marginal gingiva is that collar-like band of tissue that surrounds the neck of the tooth. The part of gingiva from the marginal gingiva till the mucogingival junction is called the attached gingiva. That part of gingiva that is present between two teeth covering the embrasure is called as the interdental papilla. This is the table that shows how to word your findings. The gingival findings are recorded under the following headings: color, contour, consistency, surface texture, bleeding on probing, position and exudate. Now listen carefully. Each heading is recorded in the specific part of gingiva. The color is recorded in the marginal gingiva, attached gingiva and interdental papilla. Contour is recorded in marginal gingiva and interdental papilla. Consistency and surface texture are recorded in the attached gingiva and interdental papilla. Bleeding on probing and position is recorded in the marginal gingiva. Now let's see how to word the clinical findings or the gingival findings. Color. The normal color will be pale pink with pigmentation, whereas in disease it can vary from reddish pink to red to bluish red. The normal contour, the margins will be scalloped, whereas the interdental papilla will be sharp. The tips of the interdental papilla will be sharp. Whereas in a disease condition, there will be rolled margins with blunt interdental papilla. The normal consistency is firm and resilient, whereas in disease it will be soft and edematous or fibrotic and leathery. The surface texture of normal gingiva will be stippled. The attached gingiva and the interdental papilla will be stippled, whereas in disease, the attached gingiva and interdental papilla will lack stippling. Bleeding and probing will be absent in normal gingiva, it will be present in diseased gingiva. The normal position of the gingiva will be at the level of CEJ or 1 mm above CEJ, whereas in disease it can be either apical to CEJ or coronal to CEJ in case of recession and enlargements. In normal condition, the exudate will not be present, whereas it may be present in disease condition. Now let's see the features clinically. So this is how a normal gingiva will look like. The color is pale pink with pigmentations. The contour, the marginal gingiva is scalloped, whereas the tip of your interdental papilla is all sharp. The consistency of attached gingiva and interdental papilla is firm and resilient, and both your attached gingiva and the interdental papilla is stippled. You see the dotted appearance, the orange peel appearance, that is stippling. The position of the marginal gingiva is at the level of CEJ and there is no bleeding on probing or exudate present. So this is the normal finding of the gingiva. Now let's take a look at how to record findings in disease conditions. So this is example number 1. We will see how to record the findings from 1-3 to 2-3. As you can see here, the signs of inflammation is limited to the marginal gingiva as well as the interdental papilla. Looking into the color of marginal gingiva and the interdental papilla is reddish pink, whereas your attached gingiva is pale pink with pigmentation. The marginal gingiva is rolled out and the interdental papilla is blunt. Looking at the consistency, the attached gingiva is firm and resilient because it is uninvolved, whereas the interdental papilla is soft and edematous. You can still see stippling in the attached gingiva, whereas stippling will be absent in the interdental papilla. Bleeding on probing of course will be present and there is no alteration or change in the position of the gingiva. So the marginal gingiva is at the level of CEJ. And exudate we might not know, we have to check clinically and then find out. It may or may not be present. So this is example number 1. Let's take a look at another example. Here let's see the findings from 3-3 to 4-3. The color, both the marginal gingiva as well as the interdental papilla is reddish pink, whereas attached gingiva is pale pink. The marginal gingiva is scalloped and the attached gingiva interdental papilla is blunt. Looking at the consistency, both attached gingiva and the interdental papilla is soft and edematous. And there is loss of stippling both in the attached gingiva and interdental papilla. Bleeding on probing definitely will be present. And looking at the position, look at the 4 incisors. The marginal gingiva is slightly apically placed. So, in all the 4 teeth, the marginal gingiva is apical to CUJ. And clinically exudate is seen. So, exudate is present. So, this is how we will record the gingival findings specific to the anatomical region of the gingiva. So, this is your assignment. In the first picture, record the findings in both the maxillary and mandibular anteriors, and in the second picture, record the findings only in the maxillary anteriors. So, I hope you all understood how to record the gingival findings specific to the part of gingiva. Thank you.